All right, so check it out, right? I'm back to do a request video for, I don't even know who this was. I didn't go back to look over the name. However, one time, right, I was doing a video in a bun cell. I think it was about Taurus. And someone had asked me to do Taurus woman and Aquarius man. So I went through the to-do list and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this one right now. To-do list is getting kind of long too. But anyway, here nor there, right? I digressed. Here nor there, here we go. Taurus woman and Aquarius man. Now, I want to say that I think this is one of the more disturbing compatibility comparisons, or try to match make these, or make this a relationship, whatever you want to call it, right? I personally think, based on sun sign astrology alone, that this is not, that this is just not beneficial as people might would want it to be, or may think that it can be. This is just my personal, I have not read any books before I done this video. I didn't go to any other astrologers to find out what they may believe about this. I did no insight, right? I just personally feel from sun sign characteristics that this is not beneficial to, probably to the Taurus woman more than anything. Yeah, I'd say that because let me just get into it and to say why, right? Because one thing, all right, like it's already been clarified that Taurus women don't like inconsistency, right? And both of these signs are fixed. So you may say, well, what are you talking about? Aquarius' sun sign is fixed, right? So how can there be any inconsistency there? Yeah, I feel you, right? The Aquarius man will be consistent pertaining to handling their business, doing what they need to do for themselves, and more than likely for their significant other too. I've known them to be generous in that matter, that they will look out for their significant others, right? Which a Taurus woman can appreciate as well. However, the airy mental capacity of the Aquarius man can be so irritating that I don't know if a Taurus woman can put up with it. And that's the part that I'm talking about, because inconsistency is two things. See, the Taurus woman is going to love the Aquarius man taking action part, right? Speaks louder than words, and on one hand, right? Because they're moving and they're showing these efforts to do this, that, and the third, whether it's pertaining to themselves and pertaining to the relationship, right? Or whatever they are, whatever area they're looking to be compatible in. However, when you say things that don't fit the criteria of the way you walk, once Taurus woman catches on to that, it's going to become irritating to the Taurus woman. It's going to become frustrating after a while. And when you don't walk on your words, it causes psychological damage. And whether people are aware of this or not is a total different conversation that we should possibly be having, right? It's a conversation that we're having now anyway. And because the reason is this, right? This is why people say, I can't stand liars. Like, why did you have to lie? Or why are you a habitual liar? Because their feet moved in something that is not accordance with what they say. So what I'm saying here, right, is regardless of what type of heat I'm going to get from this, they are capable of standing up for something and doing something that they against what they stand up for. Like, they can be an activist and work at that place. Like, this is how, and people align this with like being Aquarius man being unpredictable, Aquarius period, right? Being unpredictable. I align it with I call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? I call it what it is. See, I know this, I'm able to observe this and pinpoint this often. I deal with a lot of Aquariuses. It frustrates me. You know what I mean? It disturbs me. I'm used to it because I've been dealing with Aquarius for so long. I know Taurus people, and they do not like the phony stuff, right? Taurus people are big on loyalty and they're big on commitment. There's both, right? So what I'm saying though is the commitment part, when a Taurus woman sees that, dude, you're not even committed to half the things you say or half the things that you believe, they're going to question the long-term stability of this relationship, regardless if you're fixed, because they're also going to come to the conclusion that, okay, this is a fixed sign. If they're doing the astrology thing, right? Like, okay, this is a fixed sign. That means that this person is going to continue to behave like this. You understand what I'm talking about? And Taurus woman is going to look at this as a sign of being phony. They're not even going to really look into, oh, this is how Aquarius is. Some people don't look at astrology like that. Like, oh, this is how Aquarius is from sun sign characteristics, so you can't take them seriously in this matter or in that regard or whatever the case may be most of the times. Some people don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So I say I got a higher tolerance for it because I'm used to it and I know astrology, and I'll just be like, well, wow, astrology is really right in that aspect because look what just happened. You know what I'm saying? However, I know how to decipher the things that do benefit me in the compatibility or in the relationship and like disregard the other things that I'm just not fit to deal with. You understand what I'm talking about? So I mean, that part, and it's just that part. I don't have anything else to say about this. Yes, Aquarius man can be committed. Yes, Aquarius man will be generous. Yes, Aquarius man will be, I can't say, Aquarius man, as far as being thoughtful, like they'll just take care of responsibilities and they'll be like, well, that's the thought. You know what I mean? Some Aquariuses are romantic though. They want to do like, you know, kissy touchy stuff and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Aquariuses, I know they're emotional, like real emotional. So, you know, Taurus woman can appreciate like the intimate part or whatever the case may be. At the same time, like they're an unconventional type of intimate, Aquarius is. So, I mean, it really depends on what floats your boat as far as the Taurus sexuality compatibility will go. You know, it's going to be, I mean, because Taurus women can do some type of weird stuff in the bedroom too. You know what I'm saying? And Aquarius is kind of like that. Like they'll like want to do it standing up or something like that. Like I'm probably digressing a little bit too, but you know, as much as this is the point, right? I'm probably, you know, I'm just giving you my full. This is what I think about this thing. Like I don't really have many great things to say about it. Aquarius man saying things and not standing up for or not representing those things when in action in everyday life or like working towards to change something that they don't like, that can be frustrating to the Taurus woman, especially if the Aquarius man speaks about it. If you, Aquarius man, listen, this is what you do. If you don't speak about it. If you know you're this type of Aquarius, don't speak about the things that you want to change in the world. Don't speak about the things that you feel passionate about, like as far as like being an activist about them or whatever the case may be. And you may have all types of obstacles and challenges in your way that may prevent you from changing these types of things. It's understandable. However, when you voice these things, when you're vocal about them and your feet do something opposite, oh man, like I just don't see it sitting well with the Taurus woman. So that's my take on this whole Taurus, Aquarius, Taurus woman, Aquarius man compatibility. Get inside of the comment box. I already know this is going to draw some type of commentary, so I'm not afraid of it. Just get inside the comment box and let's grow on this, because I told you I didn't study it much. I just looked at the facts, Taurus, Aquarius, and then I said what I had to say.